Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all having a good evening so far. I hope you all staying dry because we got more rain in the forecast for your Friday night and to your Saturday before we begin to clear out and see cooler temperatures but more sunshine and even warmer temperatures into the early part of next week. I'll talk about that more in just a moment. But we're going to talk about Hurricane now. Yes, I heard it right. Hurricane Tammy. Hurricane Tammy has some wind speeds at 75 miles an hour at this time. Pressure is at 991 millibars. It's moving at the west-northwest at 7 miles an hour. And guess what, guys? This is expected to become even a stronger hurricane, maybe a Category 2 hurricane. So something we need to watch if you're maybe out in parts of Bermuda. Other than that, I think the Caribbean islands, the Virgin Islands, even parts of Puerto Rico is going to have to watch this because some of this storm it could end up swiping you all, bringing out some rain and some wind gusts, especially you got tropical storm watches and warnings that's out for the Caribbean islands and the Virgin Islands as we speak. Again, the biggest threat will be the wind. Yes, we're going to get some fair share of rain with this, but it's not going to stick around the area too long. And it has certainly slowed down from earlier too. It was booking a little bit earlier when we was this week when we were seeing wind gusts as high as 20, not wind gusts, but it was moving as fast as 20 miles an hour, but now it's down to 7 miles an hour. It's expected to curve off to the north and eventually to the northeast. It becomes a threat to nobody after it passes the Bermuda area. Now, that's not the only hurricane we're dealing with. We're also dealing with Hurricane Norma, and Hurricane Norma is a Category 3 hurricane. It's a little bit weaker than it was yesterday. Wind speeds are at 120 miles an hour. Pressure's at 970 millibars, and it's moving at the north-northwest at 8 miles an hour. So areas like the Baja Islands and Mexico, you all are under the gun right now. But as it goes further north and depletes into a tropical depression, as it goes further inland, well, we're going to have to worry about some of that rainfall making it to parts of Albuquerque, even Arizona, and parts of the western part of Texas. They're going to be worried about seeing some of this rainfall. There's some impressive rainfall amounts that they're going to be talking about. We're talking about 8 inches of rain in some of these areas. Again, that's a lot of rain. So flooding is the main concern for them when it comes to this hurricane right now. But for us, well, we're not going to worry about any flooding in our area. We're going to be worried about some rain, but not a whole lot of it. And anything is going to be associated with a cold front and a low pressure system that's sitting right over our area as we speak, because our temperatures are going to take a hit as we're now on the backside of a cold front, number one, because there's another one on the way that's going to reinforce the cooler air on our Saturday and bring us these high temperatures in the 40s going into your Sunday. But there is good news, guys. Well, we're going to be back in the 60s for highs for your early part of next week. Even Thursday looks like we could be in the 60s as well. High temperature today, well, we made it up to 56 degrees. That's pretty much where we should be for this time of year. Overnight low got down to only 49 degrees. Now you'll be wondering, well, it was much cooler the other nights. Why wasn't it that cool tonight? Well, we had the clouds. The clouds help keep the warmer air down at the surface and not allowing it to escape into the higher atmosphere or out of space. That's the reason why we dealt with temperatures that was in the upper 40s to low 50s in some spots. 82 was the record high back in 1920. Record low was 20 back in 1944. Now, of course, the winds are going to pick up as we go through your overnight into your day on your Saturday, and that's going to be because of that second cold front. That's going to reinforce colder air and windier conditions too. And that force of wind is going to be as high as 30 miles an hour in some spots as you go through your day on your Saturday, later to your Saturday to your Sunday, creating a windshield, making it feel much colder than the actual air temperature. Now tonight, well, we're going to have those chances of showers in the area. The low is going to be about 43 degrees in Rising City, 42 in Alpena, 41 in Harrisville, 40 in Osceola, 41 in Tawas, but in the 30s as we go further inland. Now, of course, it's all due to this cold front. First cold front already passed through our area, but the second cold front is going to eventually move into our area later on tonight to tomorrow morning, and it's going to bring us some reinforcing cold air and bring us some lake effect rain showers and even some snow on the back end of it just to our north. But then on Sunday, the high pressure is going to take over our area, and that's going to bring us some cooler temperatures for your day on your Sunday, with high temperatures struggling to make it out of the 40s, guys. And then Monday, of course, a little bit more rain is going to come back into the forecast. And you see that here. The next 3 days, well, rain chances for your Saturday, particularly early on your Saturday. So if you are going out later on in the day on your Saturday, you might be spared to that umbrella, because you may not have to worry about that. So that's like after dinner time, like 6 p.m., 7 o'clock. That's when you don't have to worry about the rain showers being a factor anymore. So keep that in mind as you are going out. Now, of course, this weekend, you are going to want to bundle up, especially for your Sunday. Let's look at the high temperature. 49 degrees for your Sunday for Alpena. Then look at the overnight lows, guys. Yes, 29 degrees. 29 degrees is the overnight low. And of course, the same thing for Osceola. 29 degrees is going to be the overnight low. 51 is the high, so a little bit warmer on Sunday. Same thing for Tawas. As the overnight low is going to stay in the 30s in the same way. Same thing for Roger City. As their overnight low is going to stay in the 30s, and their high is going to be in the lower 50s. You see that here for my 7-day forecast. Well, 52 degrees is going to be the high temperature, so certainly cooler than we've been seeing the last couple of days, where we've been close to 60 degrees. Look at Sunday. 29 degrees is going to be our overnight low for Sunday night. But then we warm back up as we go through your day on your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Even your Thursday, we could see a possible 60-degree temperature. As you also might notice, look at the overnight lows. We're staying in the mid to upper 40s for lows here, guys. But as we go through your Friday, another cold front is going to come through the area, and our temperatures are going to begin to start to fall off again, especially going into next weekend. And models show that we could be seeing high temperatures only in the lower 40s. Even some upper 30s cannot be ruled out for the early part of next week. This is going into Halloween, into the early parts of November here, guys. So yes, another shot of cooler air is coming to the area later on next week, into next weekend, into the early part of the following week. So something I will keep you monitored on as we go forward. Well, this has been WBKB meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all have a good evening and great weekend.